No, I don't have any secrets or anything.
Wait, bro, are you a void?
What?
Is that why you're worried because Nikei betrayed you?
Don't be ridiculous. Why would I be a void?
Then tell us. You know, your behavior is extremely similar to Setsuka's right after we arrived on the third island.
What?
Now that you mention it, you're right. They're much more serious face, and when you ask them, they say they're totally fine. In reality, she was planning something with Nikei. But in the end, before she could tell anyone about the discovery she made, she unfortunately... No, anything but that. If you die, then what do I...
Alright, I'll tell. This is all the result of my weak self.
What do you mean?
Whenever I'm standing in the midst of a snowing, dry environment, I panic. I guess you could call it PTSD. The memories of the past come back to me. My heart beats uncontrollably. My face gets covered with sweat, and inside my head, everything goes white. I sound pitiful, don't I?
Why?
My past. I lost someone dear to me in that same condition. In that same situation. Because I was reckless and foolish.
What do you mean it was because of you, bro?
Sorry, but I don't want to talk about it anymore. It makes me lose my remaining strength just to think about it. Of course, part of it is because of that trauma, but just thinking about my stupid self that promised to keep everyone safe yet cannot accomplish anything, that failed to save 7 of his classmates and yet still stands as if he deserves any of it?
Shinji. When I saw the face when Shinji said that, I finally realized the meaning behind it. The smile that Shinji always wore looked the same, but somehow felt sad. He was bearing all this responsibility, all this weight. What could we say to Shinji in this situation? Bro.
Huh?
You're not the one at fault. You've worked the hardest amongst us. If someone's at blame, it should be me. Just because things became a bit hopeless, I go around saying stupid stuff to you and everyone. So you shouldn't feel responsibility for all this. Even your past. I believe that, you. If someone's at blame, it should be me. Alright, I know what you're thinking. That brat who's making everything worse and acting like this. I know. It's ridiculous. But bro and I, we are all in the same boat after all, so...
Oh, whoa.
Huh?
Hey, Yuki, you have an adorable side, eh?
Don't tease me.
Whoever's responsibility it is, we cannot turn away from the result that has already happened. But feeling down with guilt only worsens the situation. Yeah, that is an obvious fact.
True, well said. That's sometimes we've counted on many times.
To be honest, I still haven't recovered fully from those memories. Even though I'm an ultimate, I try to stay away from work on snowy days. But it's the same story with those memories with this killing game. If you stop, you're doomed. If you give up, it's game over. You said it yourself a few days ago, Sora. Face the truth head on, don't give up, and hope will be achievable. If that's the case, I'll crush those traumas with a fiery spirit. You can bet on that.
Oh, I'm worried for him. He's probably dying soon. Because he's having development. Oh, I like him though. Yuki just said that we're all in the same boat. To be frank, I didn't like some of us at the start. Thought some were acting a bit too selfish and all. But now I agree. Everyone I met on this island, the things I've experienced. I'm sure that even when we escape this place and grow old, I would never forget it. Everyone.
Hiya!
Whoa, what are you doing?
Charging myself up, that's what. Farewell to the old me. The new me will survive and persevere with everyone. And he's probably gonna die next, isn't he? Yuki, you should do it as well. Shout from the bottom of your spirit. Goodbye, old me.
Big bro, that's good and all, but could you please stop that? It's honestly embarrassing me to death.
What? How dare you?
Look at yourself. You're doing this in front of the girls. And you haven't been stuttering at all.
Wait, what?
Well, this is a touching moment, so I'll let it pass. Go on. Goodbye, old Shinji.
Yuki, can you bring a sturdy rope from the storage room? I'm gonna hang myself.
No! Well, what happened to all that surviving and persevering? Stop that nonsense. Our relationship for the past few days was awful, to say the least. The decreasing number, no sign of hope, and the rough environment that surrounded us. It was like those days where we promised to build a trusting relationship almost felt like a joke. But as Yuki mentioned, the fact that we're all in the same boat reminded us of the forgotten trust. As we were stuck in this crazy killing game together, the bond between us survivors had gotten stronger. We mustn't be divided. Whatever hardship may come, we should trust one another. So our report meeting is almost over, right? Then when the heck is Nikei coming?
The stuff we can do without Nikei is definitely limited. He needs to come here and provide us with some progress.
You said he was looking for Mikado, right? It's been hours since then. You should at least stop by if you didn't find him. Nikei said that the real fight began once we arrived on the 4th island. He must have a plan. We should wait. Oh my god, he turned him on a Kuba. Oh no, this is weird. He's like... Look, it's got the Monokuma laugh, which Monokuro doesn't do. They're very distinct in their personalities. Poo-poo, fellow comrades, you should immediately come over to the Oracle Room. You should come very
quickly. Oh my god, that's so creepy. I don't know why that's freaking me out.
What was up with that announcement?
Is he gonna turn into Monokuma?
That was Monokuro, right?
Didn't he sound somewhat different?
Oh, what's going on? The boat crashed and he just disappeared all this time just to now show up and gather everyone up? Everyone, we should move for now. We don't have a choice anyways. If it's Monokuro calling us, then Mikado and Nikei should be there too. We can talk after that.
You're right, let's go.
That voice, it was different than usual. The voice itself was the same, but the tone was somewhat unusual, like a broken sound file. And the usual Monokuro would have spoken in a grander tone with tons of adjectives. As Yuki said, it felt too sudden, and there were many more suspicious stuff but beyond that. There's, Mikado. Whoa, what's up with this room? Oh, Nikei. Yo, you're here! And I see that Mikado's here as well.
Where was that Brett hiding anyways?
He seems a bit off.
Everyone, I'm finished. There's simply no hope left for me.
What's up with him? Not over, Nikei. Who do you think you are running around without telling us a thing? What's that supposed to mean? You guys have no right over what I'm doing. Don't act like you care about me. What did you say? You're a cow. What? Oh, you're right. I don't know why I bothered to even talk to you. Don't you dare speak to me. You disgust me.
Hey, why'd you call us? You're wasting precious time. Speak your objective, you worthless crow. It's no use. He won't be able to respond to this current state. What?
Monokuro, what's his deal here? Something's weird. Both Monokuro and Mikado are acting suspicious. It's like something bad is going to happen ever since we arrived on this island. And it was like Yuki said. Granted, everything up till now was outrageous, but there was still a sense of pattern in them. Everything now had been muddled to the point where there was no pattern or cliches anymore. Just utter chaos. By the way, where's Aroha? Huh, now that you mention it, I think she said she wasn't feeling well. She still must have heard the announcement, unless she fell asleep. I'm sorry I'm late. Did you guys wait long? I can't say we haven't. Aroha, is your headache any better now? Huh? Headache? Oh, right. Yeah, just a quick rest and I'm all good now. But that aside, why were we called again? Beats me. Monokuro's all silent right now.
Can I leave now?
Ahem. Oh, you're all here now. Ooh, poo-poo.
Ooh, poo-poo.
Sorry for the late start. Then let's get right to it. From now on, you need to assemble here every day to pick one of these books. Huh, books? What does that have to do with anything? When your name is called, just come forward and pick any book inside the book. Inside the book contains helpful info, if you're lucky that is, ooh poo poo. Why don't you try out your good fortune, will ya? What in the world is he talking about? Is something wrong, Mr. Crow? The Monokuro who suddenly spoke aloud definitely did sound a lot different from the one we knew. His tone became much more casual, and he stutters in between his words. Not to mention that weird laugh. And he didn't show any movement or facial expressions while he was talking, as if he was an automatic machine. Once you pick a book, you can check it out only on the spot. After that, you must return it back to the shelf. If you don't, it will be punishment time. Now let's start with V001. Come out and pick your book. Wait, who's that? Hey, Monokuro, answer me.
It'll be useless to try and talk sense to him right now. You should just silently oblige to his words.
Mikado then opened the glass door in front of him to pick a random book. He briefly opened it, put it back, and then returned to his place.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Don't you have someone that can answer those questions for you now?
Me and my useless, pathetic current state can barely muster up the strength to say anything. As much as I will be taking my leave, I even have to use these human legs to walk out of here. How pathetic.
Oh, he can't teleport anymore? Like, is his magic broken or something? Don't just leave like that, Mikado. Dang it, we still have so many questions. Next is to the right, K003. Who do you think he means by that? You, the tall guy. Me? This is gonna take forever. If it's obligatory, can I just get it over with? Now, hold on, I-001. You must follow the given order. Well, if you don't, the glass door won't even open in the first place. Who the hell is I-001? Call me by my name, brass. Well, I guess we should just do as told. The quicker we finish this, the faster we'll be able to hear answers.
So, what really is this? Can I just leave if I've already picked my book?
Yep, next is the white-haired K002. Come forward. I think he's talking about you, Sora. What do these letters stand for? Huh. I don't have any idea what this is, but I'm just supposed to open the door, pick and read any random book, right? And I must return the book on the spot. Yes, sirree. There's punishment if you pick multiple books at once, too. After I understood what to do, I went ahead through the glass door and picked up one of the books. It's blank. The book looked to be the size of a normal comic book, and when I opened it, the first page was blank, and the one after that, and the one after that. When I flipped through all the pages, one page in particular caught my attention. Well, this is... Among the hundreds of pages in that book, one page alone had letters written as clear as can be. CIW3N, DOSV3, P0067, DS7, FD30I01. What? An unknown sequence of letters. Oh, maybe it's our passcodes. Like, you know how we got that prize or whatever for finishing the second trial? And it's like input code. Maybe it's that. And maybe the code they just gave us is our something for that too. An unknown sequence of letters. At a glance, it looked to be the same as the other millions of books in this tower. But something felt different about this particular sequence of letters, like it had a special purpose. I flipped through all the other pages, but they were all blank. Hey, if you're done looking, then get moving. We don't have all day. I was curious about what the letters meant, but I couldn't stay there any longer. I should discuss this with everyone once this is over. Eventually, everyone each had their turn, and the ceremony came to an end. So, what was this all about, Monocro? Hey, don't ignore me! Then I'll meet you here tomorrow, same time, same place. And he disappeared.
What was up with this pacing?
What was up with him, Monocro, and even Mikado? Hey, you. Oh, you were still here.
What did you see in your books? And why should we tell you that?
Your loss. Dude! I want to know what show I saw.
He's my favorite.
And what's up with him? Everything's a total mess right now. Like it's not making any sense. Yeah, and my head has been aching for quite a while.
Oh, you too? I've been having a headache since just now as well.
I guess this much turbulence causes an overdrive, huh? Huh? Guys, why don't we call it off for now and gather at my room about 30 minutes from now? I'll keep the door open, so make sure you don't get found out by Toria or Shobai. Nikei! I guess Nikei had made up his mind on something. There's just so many things I can't understand that it physically hurts my brain. I hope someone clears all of it soon.
Why don't we move for now, Sora? We should follow Nikei's orders.
Right, everyone. Nikei will probably explain everything soon. See you in 30 minutes in front of Nikei's room. Though I still wanted something more out of those books, nothing more would have come from just staying there, so we parted ways there. We should collect our thoughts in our rooms and talk this over in Nikei's room together. Hello, Yoriko. I see you're in my room now. And so, why did you follow me to my room, Yoriko? Well, what do you mean, why? Is there a problem with that? I'm joking. You're always welcome here. 30 minutes is a bit short to investigate anything, really, so why don't we hang out together? Okay. Thanks, Sora. I've got some tea bags that I brought from the store. Why don't we have tea, especially since it's that cold outside? Sora, there's something I want to ask you. What is it? Sora, how much do you trust the others right now? Huh? What do you mean? Let me be honest with you. I don't think any of the others are trustworthy except for you. Who do you think the last void is? I personally think that Aroha is the most suspicious. Ooh, Yoriko! She's so smart. I feel like, I don't know. I've said this before. I totally ship her and Sora. Like, they are made for each other. Aroha. I love how she's just like, I trust Sora and I'm gonna confide everything in Sora and we're gonna hang out, we're gonna drink tea. It's so cute. I love them. Don't you think so too? Since we arrived on the 4th island, she's been weird. But her actions especially are suspicious. Aroha has been noticeably quiet recently, especially since Nikei has revealed his identity. And even though she said she had a headache, she didn't seem like it, like she was hiding something. Maybe she's just stressed by her dreadful situation. Just a few days ago, Shinji and you were like that as well. That is true, but... And even if she's actually a Void, Nikei said that the last Void member was conflicted on whose side to be on. If I was a Void, I would see no merit in cooperating with Mikado anymore. That's exactly it. I can't trust Nikei either. I'm not sure how far are we supposed to trust him. If he's that desperate, is there a reason to stall this any longer? And the others are the same. Yuki looks like he's having mental issues and Shinji has been looking anxious. Jiryu was suspicious from the start, and don't even get me started on Sheiwa and Mikado. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say to that, but why would you trust me then? It's not like it's been 100% confirmed that I'm not a Void. You know, I think Yoriko's probably a survivor, because I just realized the only girls left are me, her, and Aroha. Like, we are low on women right now. It's probably going to be this, like, a lot of guys are going to be dying in the next 2 chapters. Because the last, like, what? 1, 2, 3, 5 people who died were all girls. So they're probably going to start killing off some boys now. Well, I can't really explain it, but you kind of feel trustworthy. Like you always care for the others in situations like these. It's not me acting emotionally right now, okay? It's just that I have a feeling that I can trust you. I can't say that I disagree with you. But if we disregard everyone's trust now, there's nothing we can do anymore. There will be more difficult things to come. I know that, but soon Nikei is going to give us some info. It's not too late to think after that. Yeah, you're right. I wasn't trying to make you uncomfortable. I was just worried that I needed someone to talk to. If I caused you to have unnecessary concerns, I apologize. Why are you laughing? Well, I have no memory, but to have someone trust me this badly, it feels good, you know? I guess I need to work harder to repay that trust. You don't have to. It's just friends trusting each other. What's wrong with that? I spent time with Yoriko till the promised time with Nikei arrived. Sora, it's time. Right, let's go over to Nikei's. There's a bunch of questions and answers waiting for us with Nikei. Let's head to his room and uncover the truth. Ah, it's finally letting me save. However, what is this? This is already an hour 20 minutes of recording. And instead of like, I don't know. I think I'm going to keep going and then I'm going to do one of those episodes where I split it in the middle because it's too long. And that way I can get this all done and then I don't have an episode that's just like unusually long. And it's not even a trial, it's just like an investigation episode. I think that makes the most sense. I don't think Nikei's going to make us talk forever. And I think by the time I'm done with him, it should be a good stopping point. Yeah, let's go. I went to Nikei's room with Yoriko. It is messy in here, boy.
Oh, Sora and Yoriko, you're here.
You're late. So you were all here. Aroha, I guess you're looking pretty fine. You sure you don't need any rest? Oh yeah, I had a bit of a stomachache and I got better after I went to the bathroom. Stomachache? I thought it was a headache. Well, no, it was a headache, then it was a stomachache, but I got over both of them. That aside, where's the room owner?
Nikei said he needed to take a trip to the bathroom. He just left a moment ago and I guess you missed each other?
Doesn't he have a bathroom in here? I see. By the way, what a dirty room we have here. Huh, Yuki, what are you doing with your handbook? Oh, you see, I was wondering about that code we saw earlier in the tower and I just had to check. Dang it, I guess it doesn't work. What were you trying out exactly? Did any of you have something written on your books when you picked it up? I guess Shinji and Aroha, and it seems like we all saw something similar. Well, for me, I saw some unrecognizable string of English letters and numbers. Oh, really? Mine was like that as well.
Well, this is Yuki's idea, but perhaps that is the reset code we were looking for.
Reset code? Oh, wait! Yeah, the book had 5 strings of 5 letters each written on it. There are 4 hyphens separating the 5 strings you have to input in the handbook. Yeah, it seems the same. That means Monochrome mentioned that we should test our luck, right? It might contain beneficial info to us. After we parted ways, I was wondering about what that code could have meant, and then I remembered the existence of the reset code. Is there any chance that you two remember it? No, unfortunately. If I knew it could have been a hint for the reset code, I would of course remembered it. But that never crossed my mind when I was reading it.
Yuki, let's leave it at that for now. We can't help if we can't remember it. And we're not even sure what would happen if we solve the reset code anyway. What if it's something dangerous?
I guess you're right, but if what Yuki suspects is true, and we're picking the potential reset codes in that tower, we still have a chance. Monochrome said that we would have to be there every day to pick out the books, right? You're right, we have another chance tomorrow. Now that we know it's probably the reset code, I should probably bring something I can write on.
But we should all be careful. We don't know what's going to come out of this after all.
What is it, Aroha? Why would Monochrome try to teach us about the reset codes? Is there any benefit to the Voids by doing this?
Beats me.
Well, normally we'd have no clue, but now we have someone to ask precisely that. And when the heck is that someone going to arrive? Is he taking a number 2 or something?
There he is.
Ah, that was a good one. He was. Oh, Sora and Yoriko, you're here. Speaking of the devil, huh? Had a nice shit. Sora? Why would you actually say that? You bet, the best one I had. Ah, wait, why are you even asking me that? Just sit down, everyone. Okay, now we know some great things about... there's literally a toilet right there. Like, was he just in that room over there? Or did he, like, actually go and leave? Because it was just, like, he knew it was going to be that massive. He didn't want everyone to smell it. That's disgusting. I don't want to think about this. Aroha, Yuki, Yoriko, Shinji, and Sora, good. Everyone I wanted is here. Finally, we can talk about the important stuff. We have a bunch of questions, you know. Yeah, I know how you feel, but there's something I want to tell you first. Can we keep the questions until after that? Something you must tell us? First off, I apologize for taking so long. I might have made you panic quite a bit by stalling this much, but I had no time to spare. Something unbelievable had happened.
Something unbelievable?
You know how I was searching for Mikado ever since I arrived here? Well, that was because the situation now makes 0 sense for us Voids. What do you mean it makes 0 sense? This is not the 4th island. What? Well, to be precise, the 4th island was not like this. The one I knew, the one we knew from our plans, isn't someplace like this. So you mean we arrived on the wrong island? The position itself is correct, but the island originally didn't have any snow, or that tower, for that matter. The city in the middle was supposed to be much larger, and there's supposed to be a bridge connecting us to the next island. So there's stuff that's missing. So what's the deal? Did the plan go south, or did Mikado trick you Voids? That's probably not it. Mikado himself seemed to be distressed about this. I guess he was speaking some nonsense about there being no hope for him.
So that's why you've been looking for Mikado all this time.
Wait, isn't that weird? Mikado should have been the one to come up with a plan, and even he doesn't know about this? I asked Mikado about this, and there can only be one answer. Somebody from the outside has intervened. Someone from the outside? From who and where? Somebody from the real world. What?
What do you mean, the real world? What about the one that we're living in right now?
No, the place we're standing right now isn't reality. Okay, so it is a simulation. So Ray is probably fine. She didn't burn to death. It's just a virtual space that's been constructed to look like one. Yeah, that's not really a twist. I kind of knew because of the second game and because Mikado's literally a wizard. Like, yeah. Duh. When Nikei uttered those words, no one, including me, showed any response at all. Of course we did. It was something so ridiculous that we didn't know how we should react to it. He literally just went ahead and defined the reality we currently exist in. Whoa, cock at your tongue? Didn't you hear me? This is a virtual world, I say. Nikei! What? No, it's nothing. Hold on, so you're telling me that the room we're in right now isn't actually reality? That's nonsense. No matter how you look at it, this is the real world. I know it's hard to swallow, but it's the truth. You have been stripped of your memories before you entered this place. That's why you never noticed. Losing our memories? You mean it's not just me, but everyone here is an amnesiac? Well, to be honest, I don't know why you don't have any memories. But think about the others. As we established the very first day we got caught up in this, none of us know exactly how we wound up in this place. Of course you can. Us Voids erased all memories when we sent you to this virtual world. That can't be. Okay, memory erasing I can understand, but virtual reality? Come on, really? How can you create a reality like this? The best VR and AR games I've seen look like cardboard cutouts compared to this.
I hate to interrupt, but
What?
what do you mean virtual reality? And what's up with VR and AR? I can't keep up.
Bro, have you been living under a rock? Read the news or something. VR, short for virtual reality, it literally means creating a virtual space that imitates reality. But the technology is still far from what we consider actual reality. Our senses feel too real for this to be VR instead of the actual physical real world. AR stands for augmented reality. It's basically passing virtual info on top of reality. Oh, so it's AR! This is actually a huge set piece, and an enormous AR machine is faking the environment around us. No, this is just your run-of-the-mill VR or AR. It's a BCI type, virtual time world, real-time world. That can't be. Even the most advanced tech barely has an interactable interference. And you're saying this is BCI? BCI, what's that? Brain-computer interference. In other words, you connect your brains directly to the computer to connect to the virtual world. As your brain gets direct transmit from the computer, you'd be able to feel virtual reality as a real one. So it's like a Nerf gear game from Spirit Art Online.
I didn't understand any of that, but it's like we're in a computer, right?
Wait, theoretically it might be possible, but the technology for this should be decades away from commercial use. And you expect us to believe that such a cutting-edge tech was used for a kidnapping case like this? I'm afraid I can't answer the technological stuff. Mikado planned almost everything. I only know the surface of it. All I can tell you is that Utsushima does not exist anywhere in the real world. It only exists in this virtual realm. Even I have a hard time believing that, and I'm an amnesiac to begin with. You know, Yoriko's making a really good point. Like, the technology isn't that good. I always kind of, like, had that in the back of my mind for these, like, for example, the second Danganronpa. In the original series, that was, like, always kind of in my head, but, you know, it's a game. I mean, you're supposed to believe that some random girl destroyed the entire world, and that's possible. You kind of have to suspend your belief a bit. Really? You expect us to believe this nonsense? You're lying, aren't you? Why would I lie if I already went ahead and betrayed the void? Yoriko, wait, he might actually be telling the truth. It's amazing how early they're telling this to us, though. Like, this was the very, like, big plot twist at the end of the original game. What? And here I was thinking that you're the normal one amongst us. Just think about it, all the stuff that happened up to this point. Mikado flying around and using magic, people being burnt to a crisp without leaving any corpse, and a talking weird creature called Monocro. The crime scene being wiped out completely clean as if nothing happened. Before the fourth island, the weather didn't even affect us all the time.
Come to think of it, I never thought it was hot or cold or anything out here. This is the first time I've ever acknowledged the weather.
We just assumed it was weather being clean and nice. But if this was actually the virtual world, weather wouldn't have any meaning on us. That reminds me, Kogoro once said to us on the first day.
Oh, that's a voice I haven't done in a while.
Wow, that's because despite the tropical weather, the natural habitat here is very similar to the one in Japan.
What's with the discrimination against me?
A Japanese habitat with tropical weather? Is that even possible?
Well, to be precise, it's somewhere between tropical and Middle Asia. Yet it looks like some southern island. So I came to the conclusion that this island has a high probability of being an artificial island, created by humans under some specific purpose. An artificial island?
Oh yeah, though it feels tropical, I didn't feel hot or cold at all. You're right. Even when I was wearing a fur coat, I didn't feel the slightest bit hot.
Perhaps this is all a set piece and we're actually in Japan.
You've got to be joking. It's exactly as she predicted. Kokoro, just how much did you know?
Not only that, but when the ship had crashed this badly, the inside is perfectly fine. The moving trial grounds and the elaborate machine parts for the executions. If everything we've seen is part of a virtual reality, then we could probably explain most of it.
All right, I'll believe you. It's not like me not believing makes a difference anyways.
If you keep on distrusting me, then there's a limit to what I can tell you. We're running low on time, so could you limit yourself to listening rather than pressing on every detail?
He's right, we have to trust him even if he's actually lying behind us.
I told you I'm not lying!
Let's get back on topic. Nikei, you said that the reason the fourth island was weird was because there was an intervention from the outside world.
So, by outside world, you mean someone from the real physical world, right?
If the stuff about the virtual world is true, that means we're connected to computers in a socially isolated place in the real world. And someone from the real world intervened to create unexpected happenings inside this program. Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly. But then who? If it's someone from the real world, it's at least not one of us. It's probably that person. Ray Mekaru.
Ray!
We love her.
Ray!
Wait, where did we hear that name before?
Taria said it a lot.
Oh, it's her. The orange-haired lady that we encountered along with Taria on the very first day.
Remember when she died? She's not dead. There's no way she's dead. She's Mekaru.
Huh? Wait, but didn't she... She died, burnt to a crisp by Mikado. Well, to explain that, I first have to bring you some good news. Is he actually implying that? This is the virtual world, so even if you die here, you won't die for real.
What?
Really? So everyone who died?
Yeah, they're all alive. That was probably the most hopeful thing we've ever heard. A beam of light amongst all this despair. I was barely holding my delight. That our friends, who were sacrificed for nothing, were actually alive. Oh no. I have a feeling that's not true. I have a feeling it's gonna be like they're actually brain dead or something. Because they would not tell us that this early. It would take away the life or death stakes, and it's chapter 4. Another person has to die, you know? It's just too hopeful. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. I mean, I wish it did. I don't have very high hopes. These games are a lot more depressing than the OG counterparts. That's right. They were all alive. Really? They're all alive?
You're not lying, right?
Stop being so suspicious. Why would I ever lie? Ray actually being alive is the living proof.
I can't believe it. They're actually alive. Hajime, Kokoro, and Setsuka. Yeah, Yahoo! I love how he's like, yeah, I like Hajime more than Yuri, even though he technically is a killer.
Then we have one person that we'd rather have dead, but this is still amazing news.
Everyone's like, Kanade.
Wait, then why did Hajime and Emma act like that? If they were a void, they must have known like this. But they sincerely seemed like they were fearing death. And just a few days ago, you were talking about passing on Setsuka's dying will. If they're not actually dead, then what's up with that? It's not all good news, you see. Your life is safe, but there are some side effects. To get straight to the point, if you die here, your memories of this place get wiped off.
So, even if Hajime awakes, he won't remember the times he had with me.
As Yorgo puts it, this world is like a world inside of a computer program. It's like you were suddenly disconnected from the server when you were playing an online game. I guess that could damage the computer. Similarly, your brain might get damaged. Who knows what such tech could cost to your brain. And because we connected all our senses to the computer, we feel this exact pain when we go through death in real life. That's probably what Hajime and Emma felt fear.
But that doesn't mean they're gonna die from that, right?
Yeah, sure, they'll need some treatment after we're out of here, but we'll probably have a chance to meet them later down the line.
I'm so glad. They're okay. They're alive.
Come on, Yuriko, let's pull ourselves together. Nikei's story isn't finished after all. If it might continue, Ray would have probably found a way to contact the Foundation after she was kicked out of the program so she could arrest us.
By Foundation? You mean the same one that Taria was talking about?
Yeah, the Kisaragi Foundation. We Voids have been on bad terms with them for a long time. The Foundation seems to have history with the same person we were tracking down. They showed up almost every time to put a stop to our plans. Even though you did betray the Voids, it is still a criminal association, right? If the Foundation is opposed to that, aren't the Foundation and Taria the good guys? Criminal association, huh? Well, I guess I can't deny it. But still, I don't have good things to say about the Foundation. That's precisely why we didn't call Taria to this meeting. Of course, as a betrayer of the Void, I am planning to atone for my sins and meet up with the Foundation once this is over. Anyways, so this Ray person is trying to sabotage the Void's plans, right? Yep, I don't know what she actually did, but the Snow and Giant Tower is definitely their doing. Mikado seems to have wisely constructed multiple protection layers, but it seems like they somehow went through. Babel's Tower, whatever it is certainly a big punch in the face for Mikado. Even his magic seems to not work inside there. Really? Is it finally my chance to beat the hell out of him? Sora, quit joking. Well, actually, I think this is our perfect chance. Mikado's magic was like the only ability he had the privilege to use in this world. Now that That's useless. Killing him doesn't sound that far-fetched anymore.
No, I was joking, Nikei, and you shouldn't resort to killing. Our first priority is to escape and survive, remember?
And even if we kill him, that doesn't mean he'll die.
Oh, I mean in the real world, that is.
Well, just killing him here and kicking him out of this world would be enough to foil his plans. But let's think about that later. Anyways, I was going to tell you all this sooner or later, but since we've arrived, things have changed. To be precise, it changed for the better for us since the Foundation is helping us. Now will be our chance. We'll finally have the advantage against Mikado.
Good. What exactly should we be doing specifically?
Well, we should set our goal to escape this place altogether. I don't know about the exact details of this place, but Mikado must have made a way to safely escape this place.
Or else he would be stuck inside as well.
The simplest way to escape would be to kill yourself, but then you would lose your memory. And side effects, it gets messy.
So what exactly is that escape route?
I don't know, but there should be a gap in the program now that the Foundation has intervened. An object that should be here. The Tower of Babel. We should search for clues there. There must be something.
Nikei, this is just a theory, but don't you suppose the reset codes are the clues we're looking for? And what are the reset codes really? Why didn't Mikado tell us the identity of these?
That, I don't know. We Voids weren't informed of any of that.
So it was just Mikado acting on his own.
We were just theorizing about how the books from the tower may contain the reset codes. I did consider the possibility.
If the Tower of Babel was created because of the Foundation, then the reset codes in those books might be a critical clue for us.
I personally think the reset codes aren't our safest bet out of here. But alright, let's take that into consideration when investigating.
Yeah, alright. Now that we finally have a goal, it pumps me up with determination.
It's honestly easier said than done, really. Mikado might seem like that, but he should be preparing a backup plan from behind the scenes. Not to mention the enormous amount of time it will take to search that whole tower.
Nikei, no matter how hard it is, we will be able to achieve something if we're together. Just you giving us this much information and setting us a goal is more than enough to motivate us. Yeah, and once we get out, we will be able to meet those guys again.
Yeah, you know, Nikei, you're a really nice guy, alright?
Don't praise me that much. I just did my job. It's not like I'm doing this for you.
A 10 out of 10 Yoriko impression. Bravo.
What? I'm nothing like that.
Notice how Aroha has not said anything. Honestly, most of it was hard to believe. That the people who died here are actually alive and the virtual world. But Nikei believed in us and told us everything he knew. And our souls, which were wandering without any faith or cause for the future, is something I got trigger happy. Oops. I do that so often. I just accidentally hit the button even though I'm not ready and I'm not done reading the text. I'm sorry. It's not like the situation had really changed yet. But the fact that we were able to establish a common goal in this despairful situation was a miracle. When that hope was bestowed in our hearts, our bonds, which were getting a bit loose from all these events, had begun to strengthen.
Now let's summarize the stuff we have to do. Our first and foremost priority is escaping this place. We can worry about Mikado and the Voids after that.
Escaping the virtual world means escaping the killing game after all. Getting rid of the imminent threat of death is most important.
You're right, and the clues for escape, including the reset codes, are probably located in the structure that's out of place, the Tower of Babel. So we should mostly do our investigation there from now on.
I guess the fact that we're searching without knowing a clue what we're searching for is the same as always. But because the Tower of Babel is an irregularity, even for the Voids, it feels like there really is something waiting for us. Let's keep up with what we've been doing. So we can just ignore every other location?
Well, if you want to hear from a former Void, this island is officially a failure. Now that you know that this is a virtual world, a lot of stuff didn't properly load on this island.
Could you speak English for me?
Simply put, because the Tower of Babel suddenly appeared and this planet went south, all the other locations just lost their purposes. So it wouldn't hurt to just gloss over them. They should be empty if I'm not mistaken.
Just the tower alone will take up most of our time. We probably won't have much spare time anyways.
I guess so. The previous islands didn't have anything when we searched every single spot. So I guess things would be different here as well.
Yes.
Alright, what should we do? Now that we're set on, let's start immediately.
Wait, I want to ask you something, Nikei.
What is it, Yuki?
I never heard of virtual reality tech that is this developed. If it's true, it must be something that has been hidden from the public. Does that mean that Void is an association big enough to get their hands on such tech?
Well, as I said before, most of the tech was covered by Mikado and...
I'm just asking you one thing. You said you were looking for someone that helped you a long time ago, right? Why would you go this far just to find someone? There must be more to it, right?
Why would you create a plan of this scale? Why are you dead set on finding this man? Yuki, let's face it, who the heck is he if you need VR tech and a couple of lives just to meet him? Nikei, even if you don't know about the plans and the tech, you should know about the motive. I still have a lot more to ask, but this alone, I cannot just ignore. Great, just simply meeting that person isn't our only objective. I know many of you may find this hard to believe, but that guy...
Oh, he jump scared me. Sorry to intrude, but do you want by any chance talking about Master Utsuro?
Ah!
Wait, what did you...
Have you forgotten? Mikado used teleport! Call me whenever and I'll come to you anytime, anywhere. I'm like despair incarnate. Well, nobody asked for you, so get out!
Wait, Mikado, did you say Utsuro?
Yes, Master Utsuro. He's our Void's cause. He's the one who us Voids will risk everything to meet again.
Come again, Utsuro? Is that the guy Nikei was talking about? Well, I doubt it's his real name. But more importantly, Mikado Sennoji, who said that you're welcome here.
Oh, now, don't make such angry puppy face. Don't make such an angry puppy face, Nikei. Wouldn't we be the best Void buddies?
Shut your mouth. Just the fact that I was comrades with you is disgraceful. And have you already forgotten? I betrayed the Voids. I even said that in your face. Tell with you and the Void.
He's right, you little brat. No one's on your side anymore. It might be just us for now, but everyone will turn their backs against you one by one. And we're not gonna let you do things your way. Let me lay down our plan. 1, we will survive and escape. 2, we will crush your plans. My, isn't everyone in high spirits after just hearing that virtual world mumbo jumbo?
Huh? How did you know?
What? I just assumed that your precious ally Nikei would have told you that. Don't tell me he hasn't.
Ugh, I knew he was gonna mess things up like this. This is exactly why I held this meeting in private in my room. Get the hell out, Mikado!
Oh, look at little Mikado. I guess you're feeling much better after the fuss you had in that tower.
We heard everything from Nikei. About the virtual world, and about how your plans are ruined now.
Well, it's true I did take a hit from Nikei leaving. It's true that the plans are a bit off course, however, who cares? The result has already been decided. Isn't that right, Nikei?
What do you mean?
Oh. You know him better than anyone else, don't you, Nikei? Whatever process, whatever events we come across, it doesn't matter. The moment we cross that starting line, our destination is set. This system is rigged, and you know it better than anyone. I do find it mildly annoying that some unexpected things are happening, but I decided to ignore it. I mean, why should I care? After all, you're already doing your job so well.
What?
No, I'm just saying you're doing fine. Just keep up the good work. It's like I don't have to dirty my hands anymore. Just know this. Well, you probably already knew it, but... in front of his power, me, you, everyone, we're all just puppets waiting for the grand climax.
You bastard!
No, be careful, Nikki. Unlike the tower, my magic persists here, and so do the school rules. I sincerely do hope that you don't end your life miserably because of something you did in the spur of the moment. You're still such a useful pawn, after all. Really, the amount of fun I get just from messing with you, Nikei. It's almost as fun as Teruya. Poor Nikei, forgetting the most important facts. No matter how hard you struggle, you will never kill me or beat me. You'll never win. And a parting farewell quote for you, for all you sorry lot, who are in the same boat as this poor fellow. Us Voids are very talented liars. What? I'm being it in the most literal sense ever. Us Voids, including me, are a club full of liars in many ways. Haha, seems like you aren't the trusted leader you thought yourself to be, Nikei. Oh dear, I might get myself murdered if I stay any longer. Time flies when you're having fun. After all. Well then, the Joker will now take his leave. Good luck on your worthless struggles. He's gone. Guess his usual magic is the same even as ever outside that tower.
I don't think I've ever seen him that happy. He's so silly.
Nikei, what did he mean by that?
He's just trying to get us to hate each other, guys. We can't fall for it. It's a trap.
Nikei, you still haven't answered my question. Who was that Utsuro guy to you guys?
Oh, I can't read that.
but I mean, I could, but like, just read it yourself. He's swearing a lot. I mean, sometimes I do swear in these videos. That is true, but I don't want to read that. That's too many. There's too many fucks. Piece of shit. Can't win. Cannot change the outcome. Suck my balls. Oh, you'll see. This time it's different. I'll grind his dog shit face through a blender. Nikei? Oh, he's mad. Sorry, but let's call it a day for now. If we stay any longer, I'll notice everything, even if it's inside my room. At least I'm safe, because he thinks I'm so freaking weak compared to his mighty ass. We have plenty of time. I'll answer your questions later. Leave for now. But... I said leave! Leave me the fuck alone! Eh. Alright.
Nikei, call us for the next meeting.
That wasn't even funny, it was just... I said it stupidly and then I laughed at myself. Shinji.
Let's leave, Sora.
After that horrible event with Mikado, we decided to listen to Shinji's words and leave Nikei's room.
Gee, I've never seen him that mad. Nikei did say the reason he betrayed the Voids was because of his rage towards Mikado.
I guess he wasn't joking about the raging part.
Sora, what should we do? I mean, it's good that Nikei's helping us. But if this goes on, he'll end up killing Mikado for real. I mean, who doesn't? The wanting to kill him part is probably normal. But the amount of rage he's built up as a Void towards Mikado is on a different level.
I love that his room is literally next to Mikado's too.
And it really was like that. When Nikei told us to leave, not a single one of us could refute his words. We could literally feel his murderous intent radiating from him.
Let's get moving. We can't accomplish anything by standing idly here anyways. Shobai might see us. Now that we have a goal, we should investigate like we always do.
Before we split up, can I have a word?
What is it, Yuki?
Just how much of Nikei's words do you think are true?
What?
What do you mean? You heard Mikado. The Voids are full of liars. He's saying that to get us to hate each other. I don't think I can completely trust Nikei.
You with this again? I told you if we don't believe, there's nothing that will change from the situation. Then, would you rather believe Mikado's words over Nikei's?
No, I'm not suggesting that, but honestly, the virtual world part didn't seem real just yet, and the dead people being alive even more so.
Yuki! Everyone already knows about that without you explicitly detailing everything. Just a few moments ago, I was on about the world not being possible, and I assume it's the same for the others as well. But like Shinji said, rather than doubting the credibility of the info, we should be trusting each other as people. I don't care how much you doubt Nikei, but if you are going to keep it to yourself, stop blurting your theories. It's just letting everyone's spirits down. Of course, I hate Nikei, but he's still putting his trust on us and trying his best. We should try to repay that.
Yoriko. I guess so. Sorry, I won't try to doubt Nikei anymore.
I'm not saying that you should blindly trust him. I'm all for questioning about the suspicious details, but we should listen to his answers. Well, if he does turn out to be a liar, it won't be too late to beat the heck out of him once we're out of here, right?
Right. There's no reason to fight amongst ourselves. Yoriko, you said well.
And by the way, isn't it dangerous for us to just stand here in the boys' hallway? True, Shobai or Teruya might hear us. We should end it here until Nikei calls us again. We should investigate the tower some more. It's only the afternoon and I'm already tired. We investigated a new island, picked up some weird books, and listened to Nikei's crazy story. All in the span of one day. That aside, Nikei told us a lot of things, hasn't he? The virtual world, that everything we see, hear, and feel right now is made up. It was certainly hard to believe, but if it was true, we might have hope that the fallen amongst us might still be alive. And the Void's objective for going this far... Utsuro, was it? Utsuro? 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 Why am I paying this much attention to you? Do I need a reason? You saved me from hell itself. If you didn't, my life wouldn't have had any meaning.
As such, I will devote the rest of my life to you. I know, I'm being irresponsible and selfish. But still, I want to ask you this favor. That you, wherever, whenever, will let me be with you for all eternity. Huh? This is not the time for daydreaming. I should get moving. Everyone should already be at the tower investigating. I should hurry as well. Okay. Real quick. No, I don't want to rest. Really quick, before we end it. I'm going to see what was in that last room that I was very rudely cut off from. And then we will end it. Oh, look at Mikado. He's like, why are you hanging out here, dude? I think it was up at the very tippy top. No! Oh my god. There's a clock here. It's a huge clock. There's a lot of dust piled up, but the hand turns properly. Is there anything? Yeah. This room. I didn't get to see it. No! Oh my god. I am having a terrible time. Was there anything in here? Oh my god, I forgot about her. Jeez, Ayame. So it was her and someone's cut off. Is that freaking Teruya? Or is it someone like Tsurugi? I wonder who that was supposed to be. Imagine it was like Yuki or something. Okay, that's it. That's what I was missing. I was so stressed out. Not stressed out. I was like so eager to see which statue was left, and it was freaking Ayame, who I forgot existed. Cool. Alright, well that's going to do it for this video. That was pretty long. That's definitely going to be a two-parter. Because there was just like no good stopping place. Thank you all so much for watching. A lot happened. A lot. Yeah, I kind of already figured out the virtual world thing like the very first episode, so that wasn't really a big twist. I do think the twist is going to be like, they're not all alive after all. They're dead. Sorry, because these games don't like us to be happy and have a happy ending. We learned that from the first one. My heart broke with Teruya being sad, not gonna lie. And, I don't know. Like, I feel like they can't be still alive because we have quite a few people we still need to kill off. Oh, man. I wish we could tell Sho by this. I want to be buddies with him and, like, no one else does. And it makes me sad because he's so cool. He's so cool. I want to hang out with him, but I already maxed him out, sadly. When is he going to text me? I've been waiting. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. I love hearing all of your thoughts and theories. And subscribe if you haven't. It really does help out me, and it helps out my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night, whatever time in the world it is when you're watching this. I hope it's fantastic. And with all that being said, I will see you next time when I guess we do free time events. Woohoo. Later.